Welcome to another incredible Montreal Canadiens news video, dear fan. At this moment, help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel to get all the latest updates first. Mike Matheson has brought his past demons to light to better describe the defenseman he is now in his second season with the Montreal Canadiens. Now I'm on the other side of the mountain, he said. I look back at the tough years and I wouldn't change them. I came out of it as a stronger person. I was better prepared to come to Montreal. I didn't go through those challenges by chance. The puzzle pieces fell into place for me to become a member of the Canadiens. In my last year in Florida, with the Panthers in 2019-20, I was in a bad situation. I found myself scratched at times, played some games as a winger, and told myself, wow, this is not going well. There were days when I came home and wasn't happy. My game was affecting me a lot. I wasn't the same person anymore. I was always feeling down, had no energy, and probably went through some bouts of depression. I found it hard to get out of bed to go to the arena. I simply had no motivation. I knew it was my fault. I didn't want to blame the coaches or anyone else. I looked at my game and watched my shifts again. I knew I wasn't playing well, that was on me. I had a lot of doubts. I wondered if I had what it takes to reach the level I wanted. Matheson has bounced back since his last season with the Panthers. As he admits, he had to rebuild his game and confidence during his 2 seasons with the Pittsburgh Penguins before reaching another level of play with the Canadiens, the team he grew up cheering for. I often remember my years in Florida, where there were moments of doubt in my mind, he said. I wondered if I would have the chance to show what I had deep down. I even wondered if I was really fit to play in this league. But today, I come to the arena with a smile on my face. I'm happy to be a significant player and want to play the best I can for the Canadiens. It was in Pittsburgh, from 2020 to 22, that Matheson rediscovered his joy on the ice. He credited 2 teammates as well as assistant coach Todd Reirden. There was Sidney Crosby and Chris Letang, but also Todd Reirden, said Matheson. I watched Crosby and Letang to see how they worked in the arena or in the gym. I was a hardworking guy, but sometimes I didn't switch off often enough. Sport, like anyone, can allow oneself to forget hockey for a while. I could do that too. I was traded there in September 2020. That was the season we were coming back from COVID. I watched videos with Todd from September. We would talk once a week and he would give me 5 clips to watch. In the next meeting, we'd watch together and he'd give me 5 more. In our talks, we also talked about life in general, not just hockey. It was amazing. I had a coach who cared about my happiness. When I started playing with the Penguins, I felt like he already knew me. He knew what I needed to hear, good or bad. I learned a lot from him. He gave me back the confidence. Matheson was traded to the Canadiens on July 16, 2022, for defenseman Jeff Petry and forward Ryan Poehling. Canadiens general manager Kent Hughes was Matheson's agent, so he knew what kind of person and player Montreal was getting. He had the best season of his NHL career, with 34 points, 8 goals, 26 assists, in 48 games last season, but has already matched that with 34 points, 7 goals, 27 assists, in 49 games this season. Matheson signed a contract for the 2025-26 season but hopes his time in Montreal lasts beyond that. I think it's a great honor to wear the Canadiens jersey, he said. I would like to stay there until the end of my career. But at the same time, I've been through 2 trades. When you've experienced the reality of being traded, you're a little less scared of it. It's not the unknown anymore. I have the attitude that I have nothing to lose. I don't know if I'll be here for another 2, 3, or 8 years. But I just want to make the most of my time here. I just hope it's for a long time. I haven't talked to Kent about that possibility. I think the organization is happy with my game. But I also know that the front office sometimes has tough decisions to make. I have no control over a trade. It wouldn't make sense to think too much about it. The Canadiens have several young defensemen already making an impact, including Caden Gull, 22, and Jordan Harris, 23, as well as top prospects Lane Hutson, Logan Mailloux, and David Reinbacher nearing readiness for the NHL. Matheson understands he could be used to add depth at another position before the NHL trade deadline on March 8. He also knows the Canadiens need solid veterans to help guide and develop these young prospects. He's a star working in the shadows, 100%, Gull recently said about Matheson. He scores points, defends against the other team's top lines, plays on the power play and penalty kill. For those who haven't noticed, he's now standing out as an elite defender in this league. Goalie Sam Montembeault agreed that Matheson should be considered one of the best players in his position. Mike has all the qualities of a #1 defenseman, he said. He skates really well, has incredible cardio, and is a hard worker. I also like his qualities as a leader. After the game in Boston, a 9-4 loss on January 20th, he was the one who stood up to speak to everyone. That was one of the first times he spoke up so loudly. But he chose the right moment to do it, after a 9-4 collapse. Upon hearing what his teammates said, Matheson paused before responding. I won't describe myself as a star, but I accept the compliment, he said. I like that there are some people who may think I'm underrated. Matheson has an average ice time of 25:18 per game, the most in most of his 9 seasons in the NHL, showing that Coach Martin St. If I had played for the Canadiens at 20, I don't know if I would have been strong enough to play as I do nowadays, said Matheson. At a younger age, I probably wouldn't have handled the situation well. I'm older now, a father, and have a different perspective on life. I'm not on Instagram or Twitter all the time. I don't have those apps on my phone. I don't look at it because I know it could bother me. I've eliminated it from my life. When I started in Montreal, I realized that I really don't have much to lose. I couldn't fall any lower than I did during my last season in Florida. I'm very happy to play for the Canadiens. I always think of that little boy who would have given absolutely everything for the chance to play for the Canadiens, playing hard and playing good hockey. Now I want to hear your opinion, dear fan. Leave your comment because it's important for my work. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any updates.